Shedeur handle all of that stuff while learning a whole new scheme. These other guys have all had to pick up new terminology and new schemes very, very quickly.
Everybody know about the situation, everything that happened here, and I was out of town when it happened, so I was able to put things together, structure things the best we could in the small amount of time we had, to make sure everybody's accommodated. It's bigger than football, you know? Like, it's bigger than football out here.
Browns rookie quarterback.
Did Shedeur Sanders just make NFL history and fix the block in the same week? Because Cay Kabot's face said it all, instant jealousy. This man's out here throwing dimes on the field and donations off it, and suddenly Cleveland's sports media looks like they just bit into a lemon. You've seen quarterbacks win games, but have you ever seen one rebuild his own community while making haters spontaneously combust? Buckle up. This story's straight out of a movie.
Rookies report tomorrow for training camp. Shedeur Sanders in town, and you know what? The guy is involved in the community.
Yeah, like it's not more important for the quarterback to be the face of an organization for him to be out there doing that. And if we're going to drag him through the mud for for getting speeding tickets, 2 speeding tickets, whatever it is, then you need to, when he does something positive, shine light on it as well. And that's tremendous. And it's tremendous for those children, and that's something that they'll always remember.
Yep, and you know what? It was his time. So he put it together and saw the need to do it, so good for him.
Subscribe if you think Shedeur should be starting quarterback. The moment Shedeur Sanders landed in Cleveland, it was like a meteor hit the Browns media room. Not because he fumbled a snap or said something spicy in a press conference. Nope. Because he rolled in like a future Hall of Famer with a heart, a plan, and something nobody expected. A functioning moral compass. And that's when you could almost hear Cay Kabot clenching her keyboard in the background.
So first of all, what stuff is she talking about that we gotta see if he's capable of handling? Okay? The list of things that she named for Dillon Gabriel, and I'm not taking nothing away from Dillon Gabriel because he does look good, and I give him his respects, okay? He's doing his thing out there. The things that she listed for Dillon Gabriel, in which she said makes him look good, was efficiency, pre-snap stuff, and learning the scheme.
Because see, the traditional Cleveland script goes like this. Quarterback arrives, media breaks him down, fans panic, and Cay turns a broken spiral into a full-blown saga. But Shedeur, he decided to go rogue. He skipped the drama, bypassed the thirst for headlines, and instead, he helped people. Like, actually helped people. As in, showed up in the community before he even unpacked his cleats.
See, this is what the media don't show you. And when I say media, Fox Sport isn't showing this. ESPN isn't really showing this. And if they did show it, correct me. I'm not above reproach of criticisms. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I looked for it. And if ESPN did share it, it was not on their national spotlights. Because news of a melanated brother doing what we've always been doing will never be talked about, would never be shared. They're only going to show you the other narrative. See, Shedeur Sanders choose not to go to the ESPYs.
Now, for someone like Cay, who's made a living reporting on QB chaos and locker room whispers, this was a problem. Because how do you stir controversy about a rookie who's too busy funding youth football camps to care about your 800-word think piece on depth chart politics?
Shedeur's a great kid, and whether it's a following that he's earned, I mean, that's something that he's done a great job of interacting with fans. And but he is a great kid. You guys will get to know him more. He's working like crazy, just like all the guys.
It's amazing to watch how these kids are attracted to somebody of great character, and to see him come and just get involved. It means a lot. It means a lot to the community to know that people care.
Shedeur didn't just arrive, he descended with a purpose. Most rookies walk into a new city trying not to trip over their contract clauses. Shedeur? He marched in like a one-man PR hurricane. While other players were memorizing the playbook, he was out here rebuilding playgrounds and shaking hands like a mayor on a re-election tour. And the media wasn't ready, not even close, especially not Cay. Now, to be fair, Cay Kabot has seen it all. She's covered the revolving door of Browns quarterbacks, from the hopeful to the hopeless. She probably had a whole segment queued up titled, "Why Shedeur Isn't Ready." But now she's forced to talk about him handing out scholarships and showing up at youth centers like he's already campaigning for governor. The look on her face during that press conference? Priceless. A cocktail of confusion, passive aggression, and the dawning realization that this wasn't going to be your standard QB teardown. Instant jealousy? Please. That was instant crisis. And it only got worse.
I think everyone was surprised to see him
go to the 5th round. He's come to camp and OTAs with a great attitude. You know, he's a hardworking guy. He has a good head on his shoulders. You know, he's always positive, always optimistic, always keeps a smile on his face. And, you know, you like going to work with people who have that kind of attitude.
Because Shedeur didn't stop. The man treats charity like it's part of his training schedule. Monday, film review. Tuesday, footwork drills. Wednesday, organize a book drive for inner-city schools. His social media isn't just brand deals and workout clips. It's full-blown community activism, photo ops with local kids, and messages about financial literacy. Meanwhile, Mary Cay is over here writing another article about whether or not he's getting enough snaps with the first team. Babe, he's literally rebuilding a city block. Maybe you should get some reps. But let's be real, this isn't just about one salty journalist. Shedeur is pulling off something way bigger. He's flipping the quarterback archetype on its head. That's what's melting Mary Cay's timeline. Because when you're used to being the gatekeeper, nothing stings, quite like the gate walking right past you.
Event today, the Garden Valley Fun Fest, is quite a stark contrast from a couple weeks ago, June 23rd, when there was an explosion here. 44 units at the Rainbow Terrace apartments were damaged, more than 100 people displaced. But now if you look around, hundreds of people are out here. Everyone has a smile on their face. I don't know if you can see in the distance, but Shedeur Sanders is out here playing football with members of this community. On the other side of this valley, there's food trucks, different games, inflatables, free haircuts. I talked to members from Shedeur's team. He said they pulled this thing together in about 5 days. Everything is free. They just wanted this to be a fun, uplifting community event for these.
This is bigger than just media drama. This is a full-blown cultural pivot. The Browns haven't just landed a QB, they've landed a brand. Shedeur is the kind of athlete Gen Z lives for. Authentic, unapologetic, and wildly unbothered by traditional expectations. He doesn't need a filtered quote in the morning paper. He's got TikTok, he's got Instagram, he's got his own narrative. And Cleveland? They're eating it up. Jersey sales are already out of control. They had to restock twice before training camp even started. The fans aren't waiting to see if he'll be QB1. They've already anointed him. Meanwhile, Mary Cay is still analyzing OT as like it's a court deposition. The locker room feels it. Shedeur walks in and the energy shifts. He's not just another rookie trying to blend in. He's the guy everyone's watching because he's already leading, without ever needing the title. You think Deshaun's feeling a little twitchy seeing all this unfold? Probably, because Shedeur didn't come in guns blazing, talking smack or calling shots. He just went straight for the soul of the city.
Sanders, quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, is going viral once again. On yesterday, Shedeur Sanders hosted an event in a community that was destroyed by fire, along with a teammate of his by the name of Mike Hall Jr. And the impact that Shedeur is making on the community right now, oh yeah, man, that's big time. That shows you the type of heart that Shedeur Sanders have. I'm telling you.
That's how you win the war before the first snap. You build loyalty, you build narrative, you build trust, and oh, the trust is coming in hot. When was the last time Cleveland got this excited about a player? Usually, it's cautious optimism sandwiched between a pessimistic sigh and an apology to the fan base. But now, it's pure electricity, not just because of what Shedeur might do on Sundays, but because of what he's already done on regular Tuesdays in forgotten neighborhoods. You want a stat line? How about this? 0 turnovers, 3 charity events, 2 food drives, 1 scholarship initiative, and a media meltdown in under a month. And Mary Cay still thinks this is about practice reps. And it's not just Cleveland watching. The league's peeping too. Other rookies are taking notes. Because Shedeur isn't just setting the bar, he's dunking over it. NFL executives are realizing they're not just scouting arm talent anymore. They're scouting brand leaders, culture builders.
Mary Cay Kabot, the tweaker, just got exposed for racist or racial tweets and reference towards Shedeur Sanders. Well, not tweets, just more outlandish statements. She continues. People calling out a lot of these subjective races, narcissist races. And when it comes to Mary Cay, I don't know how that alleged tweaker got a job with a professional organization. Forget about football. It could have been IHOP. I wouldn't eat food over there with an alleged tweaker like that.
Meanwhile, Mary Cay is still trying to decipher whether Shedeur's mechanics look NFL ready from a 5-second video clip shot through a chain link fence. Here's the thing about jealousy. It's loud. And it gets really loud when your spotlight suddenly isn't yours anymore. Mary Cay's used to being the queen bee of Browns coverage, but now the hive has relocated. They're buzzing over Shedeur's every move, every quote, every community visit, and she can't keep up. Because Shedeur isn't just in the media, but now he is the headline. He is the moment. and no amount of old school reporting can change that. If anything, every piece dripping with passive aggression only fuels the fandom further. Meanwhile, while NFL veterans are out here trying to remember their own zip codes and rookies are fumbling through playbooks like it's their first day at Hogwarts, Shedeur Sanders is busy winning hearts, minds, and half the city of Cleveland. Not by talking a big game, but by showing up, literally.
My evaluation was the most accurate quarterback I thought in this draft. When he sets his feet, when he's comfortable in the pocket, and he delivers the football, the ball goes where he wants it to go. And, this was a quarterback that was asked to have to win football games for his team. I don't think that can be overstated, is that, you go to a team, it's a really good team, and you become a complementary piece. Yeah, your stats might be a little bit better. Your win-loss record might be a little bit better.
Shedeur has been more visible in Cleveland communities than potholes in winter, and that's saying something. Charity events? Check. He's not just cutting ribbons, he's showing up with sleeves rolled, sneakers laced, and energy like he just drank 5 prime hydrations. Youth football camps? Of course. He's out there throwing spirals to 10-year-olds like it's the Super Bowl, hyping them up, coaching them on proper footwork, and signing mini jerseys like he's already in Canton. Food drives? Yup. Shedeur's pulling up with crates of groceries like he's personally feeding the city. Some of these kids got more free meals from Sanders in a month than they've had media coverage from Mary Kay in a decade. Fans? Oh, they're in love. The dude might as well run for mayor, and he hasn't even played a real NFL snap yet. And his influence? It's spreading like wildfire through a dry forest. Browns fans who still had Baker Mayfield jerseys tucked under their beds are now proudly rocking Sanders number 2 like it's the new holy relic. His merch sales are going berserk. This isn't your average fanfare. This is shut up and take my money type fandom. Online shops can't keep Shedeur gear in stock. Every time he posts, it's a retail event. He drops a pic in a hoodie, it's sold out in hours. He wears a bracelet with a Cleveland skyline, Etsy just crashed. His brand isn't just strong, it's a full-blown movement.
Let's give it up for 12, y'all. Pulling up, doing it big for Garden Valley, plans a community festival, in light of the tragic fire that took place a few weeks ago. I don't know what more y'all want from this kid, man. He's putting in the work. Had a little hiccup with some speeding tickets. We all had that, but you cannot deny the fact that he coming here showing up and putting on for the city very early. Hey man, give it up.
And then we arrive at the plot twist. Shedeur's doing something unthinkable for a rookie. He's telling his own story. No need for filtered headlines or weirdly worded articles. Shedeur's got his own platform, his own media machine, his own audience. He's dropping content that hits harder than a blitzing linebacker. Cinematic training montages, mic'd up camp footage, sit-down interviews with himself. Who needs a PR team when your whole life looks like a Nike commercial? And Cay Kabot, she's spiraling.
Because they can't have millionaire black men coming to help the impoverished. Because if you start that, first things first, let's give a big up to Shedeur Sanders for going, because it was a tragedy in Cleveland. He just showed up in Cleveland. He brought a boxer with him, and I believe one of his defensive players with him, right? He didn't want to just drop the money off.
And the irony? It's beautiful. Shedeur hasn't even won the job yet on paper, but he's already the main character, a walking plot twist. He's taken the rookie script, edited it in Final Cut Pro, added slow-mo, dropped a track over it, and uploaded it to YouTube with 5 million views overnight. And Mary Kay, she's still technically covering the Browns, but now the Browns are unofficially covering her in memes, jokes, edits, and side-eyes, courtesy of the Shedeur effect. The lesson? Never underestimate a Sanders, especially one with a camera crew, a vision, a verified checkmark, and a mission to uplift before he uplifts a trophy. Sundays are coming, but Shedeur's already winning. So what happens next? More jealousy. He's already won the only thing that matters. The hearts of the fans, the respect of the city, and the bitter envy of a media institution that didn't see him coming. In the end, Cay Kabot can keep analyzing tape and tweeting breakdowns. But Cleveland knows who the real MVP is, and he hasn't even started a game yet.